I recommend you rent one a fastened
stake. Out of it. There you go. So real quick, before this plant completely dies off, I want to try and show you this herb called goldenrod. Now there's a few more uses than what I know about it. I recently learned about it, but I want to share it with you because it ain't got much longer to go before it's gone for fall. So here it is. How it's really recognizable is these are going to be a very bright golden color, and they look like, well, rods. It is not ragweed. It is very commonly mistaken for ragweed. Often during the winter, it'll create these little knobs. They look like little balls on the stem. And inside of those balls are normally a grub, and that grub is edible. Or you could use that as a fishing bait, because, as you may know, finding worms and grubs during the winter is pretty difficult. Now, goldenrod, if you have a throat ache, the throat's bothering you, chew the leaves and swallow the juice. That will help. If you have a toothache, chew the roots and swallow the juice. There's a deer right through there. And he's just looking at me. Anyway, chew the roots, and that'll help relieve the toothache. And there was something else you could do, but it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember now. Oh well. And here's something else. Little rose hips. Now, right now, these are a little tart. Actually, a little is an understatement. But they're very nutritious. Yeah, that's tart. The ones I picked last year were much sweeter. They tasted kind of like blueberries. Anyway, that's a rose hip growing off of a wild rose. It's edible, but this year it's kind of tart. I know, like. But anyway, so in this video, I'm gonna be talking about bushcraft cooking and stuff like that. Because when you're out in the woods, whether it be a survival situation or just minimalist camping, etc., what have you, who says it's gotta be miserable? That's why I recommend, for starters, carrying spices in your pack. I carry a giant thing of mozzarella steak. That is my favorite seasoning ever. I carry cayenne pepper because cayenne has so many uses. So many. And black pepper. I think there was something else, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, seasoned salt. Add a little bit of seasoned salt and cayenne pepper to a fish. Cook it straight over a fire. Oh my god, that's delicious. Hey, there's my friend. I see him every day. Look, there he goes. I can still see him. Anyway, I had to show y'all that. I see him every day I come down here. He always runs from me. I'm not gonna hurt him. But anyway, You know, I've cooked fish down here. Whoa. That looked like a copperhead. I'll be right back. I'm back. I stayed clear of bag, but I was trying to look, I couldn't find it. When I saw it, it shot in. It looked brown, and it looked huge, which is the same copperhead I had seen swim up the creek earlier this year. I've been trying to kill him. I don't want no parts of no copperheads or cottonmouths around here. Bastards. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna take y'all on over here. I'm going to show you a few different ways you can cook. Now, I don't have no food to cook, and I'm not going to fish for anything because I want the fish to stay fine in here. I'll just show you a few different ways you can cook. So, first off, you can just cook directly over a fire. You know, roast it. Here's that. You can mud bake or mud cook, leaf bake, leaf cook, same thing really. One of my favorite things to do is to take the given food, like whether it be a fish or a slab of meat or whatever. I'll wrap it in large leaves, non-poisonous by the way, and then I'll bury it in a hole. I'll have rocks on the bottom. If it don't got rocks, then I'll add more leaves or just use the regular dirt, because rocks are kind of seldom around here. And then I'll put mud over top of that, and then I'll build a fire on top of it, and it cooks it in its own juices. You lose less nutritional value than if you was to just roast it. And in my opinion, it tastes pretty good, especially if you cook it in spice leaves or leaves off of a tree or bush that's spicy. Boiling is the best method, the best possible method, because once you eat the food, then you can drink the broth, and it saves all the nutritional value. And you could even make a stew. You know, added some, wild onions in, and some this, that, and the other. Maybe some fish, a turtle, and you got yourself a very, very, very nutritious stew. Yeah. I might have ADD. I'm bouncing all around here, but I gotta show you this plant. Where you at? This is a plant called Greenbrier. Now, here it is. Here's a version of it. How I like to recognize it is because, one, it's green, and two, the thorns are just straight out. Okay. Now, this is a great plant to know, especially if it grows in your area, because it's 20% protein. Protein is very hard to get just in the wild period, and it's very good to know. Now, right now, with it being mid-late fall, I like to say mid-late fall, but with it being this time of year, it's going to be really tough. The thorns are going to stick you. I'm sure you could probably boil it and get the stuff out and into the broth and maybe chew it then. But the best time to eat it is early spring, when new shoots are coming up. They're really soft. The thorns are really soft. You can eat them just like that. And I don't see none of the leaves on any of the Greenbriers, so I can't show you that. But I mean, It's very easy. It grows, in areas kind of like this, undergrowth. And, I mean, it's green, and the thorns stick straight out. And another use you can do is dry the stem, crush it into a powder, and that will help coagulate blood. Okay? Now, back to what I was saying. Boiling's a great way. An excellent way. You could rock cook, which would be take a large flat rock, like a piece of slate or something like that, one that's not very moist, and it'll basically be like a frying pan. You fry eggs on it, whatever. What other ways? Those are the only ways I really know of. Yeah, that's pretty much the really good ones. But yeah. Oh, and I'm kind of walking in circles just right here, Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I really wish I had something I could bring down here to cook, but I don't. I could have killed my friend, but I mean, why would you want to kill your friend? He's so young, and he helps keep the poisonous snakes down. Yeah. This isn't one of my favorite ones. I ain't got nothing to cook. Or else I would do something. I hope all you bow hunters out there are having fun. Because I can't bow hunt because I don't got a bow. And really, the amount of time it would take me to make one that would be illegal to hunt with, it'd be a little bit of time. And, yeah. So, y'all enjoy yourselves, because this person's really jealous. I hope you enjoyed this video. There really wasn't much for me to do. I ain't got nothing to cook. No hot dogs. If only I had some hamburgers, I'd have brought those suckers down here in a heartbeat. But I don't. So, yeah. If I see any herbs on my way back in, I'll show them to you. What the heck is this? I haven't seen this down here before. I was just reading a tree book, and that showed it in it, but I can't remember what it said it was. It was like a ash or a beech, maybe? I can't remember. I'll go back up there and look at it when I'm done with this. Oh, look, here's some moss. Yeah, this stuff is great, very comfortable bedding, but it's extremely damp and moist. Matter of fact, moss is a great thing to filter with. I wonder if I can squeeze any water out of that. No, but it's extremely moist. It's a good way to get water, and it makes a great filter for water, because not only is it help filter it, but it's got iodine in it, or iodine, and that'll help purify the water. So in an emergency, if you did the 3-stage gravel charcoal sand filter like I showed in a much earlier video, and you added that moss on top, in an emergency situation, you could drink straight from that. I was originally going to do a camp out tonight, But no, I'm not. I don't think so. I might still. Probably next week. Yeah, it really isn't much for me to do today. I might shoot another video right after this one, like I normally do. Yeah, I just kind of feel like walking and talking. And watch myself in through here because this is raw silk, but I think might be a copperhead. I need to start bringing a weapon with me down here, in case I do finally see that copperhead, so I can pop his little head off. Venomous snakes. I will kill them on sight. Alright. So, yeah. This was another lazy video coming from Caveman Cody. I'll see y'all in a later video. Either be today or tomorrow. Not sure. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment. Yeah. Adios.